Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Seeing some slightly breezy onshore winds this morning with some clouds around the area. We did have a few showers around the region earlier this morning, and those sitting more off to the south-southwest right now as we have a boundary stalled over the area. We'll see a chance of showers and storms as we get into the afternoon and possibly through the overnight hours before we see things start to dry up as we go into the second portion of the week. Take a look at our current surface analysis. We have this boundary that's sitting just pushed through the area, sitting just off to the south, and with high pressure off to the northwest brought in that onshore flow. We can see this boundary barely moving and somewhat stalled out. We will see it lifting back northward as we go into the afternoon hours. That's going to bring the focal point of any shower or storm activity potentially pushing into the area this afternoon. Looking at our current conditions, seeing broken clouds at 2,000 feet and broken at 25,000 feet. There's northeast winds around 12 knots. Temperature 77 degrees. Relative humidity is at 81%. Local radar here over looping through here. We can see a few showers that were in the area earlier. Now just seeing some showers off to the west and southwest, and they're fairly stationary and weak, and not seeing any lightning at this time. But again, it's about as that boundary lifts further northward, particularly as we get into the afternoon, we'll once again see a chance of a few showers popping off and maybe even some thunder with that activity. We look at our current visible satellite. We could see that lower cloud layer. It's broken up a bit now, still seeing the high clouds around, so we could see some partly cloudy skies as we move through the morning hours. So do expect some additional cloud cover to build in as that front works its way back northward. We take a look at the high resolution model. Again, as mentioned, we'll stay dry as we move through the morning hours. As we get past noon and more so towards the 18 local time frame, we'll start to see that boundary lifting northward. We see some light reflectivities on this particular model. All the models a bit more bullish in the sense of popping up a more stronger storm or shower in the local area. But nonetheless, we're going to carry that chance. It's not a high probability, but still a decent chance of seeing a few showers or storms popping up through the area, possibly just west of Wallops would have the better chance of that occurring. And then we'll see a lot of that activity settling down as we go into the evening, but we will see another kind of surge of potential shower activity as we move through the early morning hours of Wednesday. As you can see, some of these isolated reflectivities pushing northward through the area as we go into Wednesday. And for Wednesday, this model here quite quiet overall as we move through the day on Wednesday, but a few other models do indicate a chance for a few isolated showers or storms lingering through the area, at least through the first half of the day, with things looking maybe quieter as we get later in the day and into the overnight time frame. As we go overnight, Wednesday night and Thursday, things look mainly dry, mainly some patchy mist possible early Thursday morning. And then Thursday also looks mainly dry. We will see a return of some hot and humid conditions with heat index values getting into the upper 90s. And with that, we can't rule out a very slight chance of an isolated pop-up shower, as the European model has been indicating. But generally, a lot of models not showing a whole lot of activity, so just a fairly minimal chance of that happening, maybe about a 10% chance at this time. Take a look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today. Green conditions as we move through the morning. Again, mostly cloudy, but could see some partly cloudy times as that low-level cloud breaks up a bit more until that front lifts northward. That's when we introduce that yellow risk for precip and lightning with the chance of a shower or thunderstorm in the local area. And we'll carry that through about 18 local this afternoon or evening. We'll see our high temperature climbing to around 83 degrees. Winds will stay onshore through much of, if not all of the day, out of the northeast to east-northeast. Strongest winds happening now this morning, around 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to 20 knots. We'll see those settle down to around 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, and then continue weakening as we go through the overnight time frame. That will bring a chance for some low clouds and mist, so we do have that yellow risk for ceilings and visibilities through that time frame, and do have a yellow risk for precipitation and lightning, mainly as we pass that 2 a.m. time frame, as we'll have another chance of a few showers or storms kind of drifting through the area, as our low temperature will bottom out around 74 degrees as those winds turn more subtly behind the front, and as we get into the start of the day on Wednesday. Tides are running normal Wednesday, carrying that yellow chance for precip and lightning. Again, mainly particularly for the first half of the day where we have a chance of some isolated showers or storms. Could see that possibly lingering into the afternoon, but things should quiet down as we go into the evening. Generally mostly cloudy. We'll see a high in the mid-80s, around 85 degrees. Low around 76 Wednesday night, partly cloudy. We'll see a slight chance for some patchy mist around the area before sunrise. Green conditions for our weather risk. We carry green conditions into Thursday as well. Again, partly cloudy overall Thursday. Could see some mostly cloudy periods as some cumulus clouds build in with those hot and humid conditions. Heat index values, again, likely in the upper 90s, and that will bring a very slight chance of an afternoon pop-up shower storm. But again, most models keeping things fairly dry for Thursday, but a high temperature expected up around 87 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.